Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man, let's talk about Wilder. All right, we're going to talk about Usyk. You got the people who don't like Wilder. You're talking about, well, Usyk will outbox Wilder. You know, and I agree with Eddie Hearn, which Eddie Hearn came out and said he took it out of context. Also, I don't think Al Haymon has any plans to put Wilder in there with anybody else outside of PBC, and specifically talking about Andy Ruiz. I don't think he got plans to put Wilder in there, you know, with anybody outside of Andy Ruiz, but let's speak on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So, but you know, about the little Wilder talk, they act like Usyk wasn't about to get beat up by Tony Bellew. He wasn't losing that fight. You know, then you turn around and act like Usyk wasn't, you know, damn near beaten by Derek Chisora. Okay? So what people don't understand is that Deontay Wilder is going to keep coming forward. He's not going to bitch up like Anthony Joshua and scared to get hit. He's going to keep coming. And Usyk defense is good. But there's a lot of other guys that have been in there with Wilder who defense is good, and he has southpaw, so he lined up for the right hand. That's what people saying. You know, they act like Usyk wasn't in like 3 really competitive fucking heavyweight fights before he fought Anthony Joshua. And we gonna act like Anthony Joshua ain't been in a nosedive ever since, you know, if Vladimir Klitschko hit him with that uppercut. He ain't been the same fighter. Flat out. So, I mean, we can keep going on however people want to keep going on about it. But like I continue to say, people can act stupid. They can. People can act stupid, but at the end of the day, we know it's true about the matchup, about lining them up. We know it. We know it. But, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. You know, people just act like Wilder and ain't shit, but then praise Anthony Joshua, who really ain't shit. That's what killed me. How people dick ride Anthony Joshua, and he is a bitch when it comes to fighting in the boxing ring. He bitch up so much. At least Wilder go out on the shield and, you know what I'm saying? You know, Wilder go out on the shield. That's what we can say. We can't say the same thing about Anthony Joshua. So, I don't care what nobody say. And, you know, Deontay Wilder hitting a guy that's the same weight of him and smaller, that's scary. People overrate Wilder. Like, Wilder literally dropped every fucking opponent or knocked them out or both. Like, what are we talking about? The dude gets so much hate, and then they praise Cream Cheese Mayo Nation Triple G because they think he white, and Triple G has had a worse career than Deontay Wilder. His best fucking win is David Lemieux because 3 Canelo, I don't care, in my mind, 3 Canelo losses, right? He robbed Danny Jacobs, and he robbed Sergey Derevchenko. So what's his best win? David fucking Lemieux. And then maybe he probably could see Uman, that nigga was like 60. That dude was like 60. So I don't care what nobody say. I said what I said. I said exactly what I said. So who don't like it, I don't care. But nonetheless, I don't think Al Haymon letting him get in the ring on none of them. You heard, if you ain't see my video with Shelly Finkel yesterday, saying that they gonna ignore and wait to talk about the Anthony Joshua fight. They want Wilder focus and all that. And my thing is, man, bro, y'all been making fights before Deontay Wilder fought. What's the difference now? Y'all be sounding too suspect talking about fighting AJ. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sounding too suspect for me. Y'all sound like y'all really don't want to fight him, and I will say that. Because they already know Andy Ruiz is the fight they gonna make. Al Haymon want to keep all them fights in house because he don't want to break bread with Eddie Hearn. Unless it's somebody like Andy Ruiz, which he ain't had no real plan for Andy Ruiz. So, we know what it is. Know exactly what it is. So, we ain't stupid. I don't think they got no. They already know that Andy Ruiz fight next. Even though that ain't gonna make no money. Ain't nobody buying that shit. They keep giving us pay-per-views with ease that ain't nobody gonna buy. But then shit people want to buy, they gotta wait on, and then they don't want you to be a consumer of those pay-per-views. They don't want. I'm telling you, if black people ain't gonna, if a black man like Al Haymon ain't gonna promote and put black fighters on the pedestal like they should be, it ain't gonna get done in boxing. And they really don't. And the fighters and everybody involved, they really don't deserve black fight fans. Like I said before, I'm this close to not talking about boxing no more. It's real close. I don't give a hell about no Wilder, Ruiz. I don't care about no Tank and Ryan Garcia. None of that shit. Give me Benavidez Canelo. Give me Crawford Spence. Give me Tank versus Shakira Debbie Haymon. Give me T.O. and Regis. You know what I'm saying? Give me Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. Give me Charlo and Caleb Plant. That's where I'm at with it. Give me them fights. But you know how I go. You know exactly how it goes, but it is what it is. But I already think they already got in their mind that Wilder fight Ruiz next. No matter what offer Eddie Hearn putting up, no matter what offer whoever K2 or whoever handling Usyk put up, they already got in their mind that they already got in their mind what they want to do. And that's Al Haymon is the Grinch that helped destroy boxing. Talking about he be doing what's best for the fighters. I don't think so. He do what's best for himself. And then when he get to talking about, sending his fighters somewhere without their consent, then he start asking for astronomical numbers that ain't worth because he don't want to send them. I would not buy Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. What the fucking point of that fight is? To continue to perpetuate the notion that black people need Mexicans to sell. Last time I checked, Andy Ruiz only barely cracked 400K with Luis Ortiz. Why not let Wilder fight for 3 belts versus Alexander Usyk in a winnable fight? Well, it's yet to be seen. It depends on what he looked like going into the fight with it depends on what he looked like going into a fight with I forget what his name. What Helenius. So it's all predicated on that. But people be so quick to hate Wilder because I don't get how you hate Wilder and praise Triple G. Anthony Joshua, I get it. He got a big fan. Triple G ain't shit. Ain't never gonna be shit. Ain't never gonna amount to shit in boxing. Because all he did was duck, and his matchmaking was better than Deontay Wilder. I understand how Deontay Wilder, was cooking that pond of fucking Rosa. Triple G had a real good amateur career. At the end of the day, he was a freaking mercenary. Flat out. That's what I don't really get. Usyk, hell yeah, he cold. Can I see Usyk, taking the power of Wilder? I can see it. But I also can see Wilder hitting a dude that's physically his size and how that's really going to play out. Tyson Fury had to put on 40, 50, 60 pounds to take that shot. And if Deontay Wilder just learned to put his punches together, he would have knocked Fury out. But when you fall in love with that power, you do. I think it's always gonna bail you out. Cause then he dropped Fury with like a right hook or a left hook. Well, I forget what it was. And a lot of referees would have called that shit off, and that trilogy would have been totally different. But then again, Deontay Wilder would eventually, he said he wanted to fight to 40, he would eventually walk into somebody, and one of them dudes who can take away that right hand is Usyk. That's one of them dudes who can take away that right hand. So, like I said before, it's dangerous. It's real dangerous. He He playing a real dangerous game. But I already know Al Haymon ain't gonna put him in there with nobody. And is Deontay Wilder standing on the table, banging on the desk saying, I want to be in there with those guys? I don't know if he is. Don't know if he ain't. Can't tell you. You know? Al Haymon move everything on the green side of things. And when you all about green, you miss the simple shit. You miss the simple moves. You miss the simple play. You always looking for the deep pass, all the shit underneath to be open. Al Haymon always want to make all these strategic business moves. That's what you want to do. Always want to make these strategic business moves. What he do end up doing is hurting his hurting himself. That's what he ended up doing, hurting himself, hurting his fighters. You know, but hey, it is what it is. It's something that he gonna have to live with. But I don't think he want to put Wilder in there with those guys. I think Ruiz is already predetermined to be next. And like I said, I wouldn't pay for that. Not paying for Langus. It's not a fight I want to see. Fuck I care about seeing that fight. Don't care. All it's doing is continue to perpetuate that we need Hispanics in boxing to sell, and that's not fucking true. And if that's the case, just move all the fights to the West Coast then. That's one of the reasons I would continue to encourage parents, don't fuck with boxing. Especially if your kids is black. Boxing is not something that you can completely control. You know, like any other sport, you can let your game do the talking. They can take it from you, especially if you can't punch. They can take it from you. You gotta be a strong-minded individual. You know, working from the mud, working in some bullshit, working from, you know, different starting points. You know what I'm saying? They already at the finish line. You gotta start here. You gotta be dedicated to it. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta be dedicated. You know, but that's my opinion. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Hit notifications, we go live and drop the video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGill313, Venmo CJGill313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. All once you hit the link tree, appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Peace.